Hello, welcome back to Pendragon's Twisted Metals. Tonight we are going to be finishing up these spiked earrings. We're going to be doing a nice bezel, well, not a bezel, but a little stopper down at the bottom, and a bezel for a stone up at the top. But before we start on all that, I have to say thank you to everyone who is subscribing to me, and everyone who I had messaged and then ended up subscribing to me. It's great. I love it. You guys are wonderful. I messaged a whole bunch of people and asked them, hey, here's last week's video. If you liked it, subscribe. And it's great because I got 18 new subscribers, which more than doubled my subscribers. And last week's video became the biggest, most watched video that I have. I think the last time I looked at it, it was 44 views. So that's wonderful, guys. I am very grateful to all of you. This is what I like to do. I like to do jewelry. I like to do instructional, just showing you guys how to make it. And I am so glad that a lot of you joined, and basically, you guys are the ones that are pushing me forward to make even better episodes. So again, thank you all. But to get into our video, again, we're gonna be finishing up these earrings. So let's get started. Alright, now we have to clean and fit the other ring around the second earring. All right, well, that was frustrating. to say the least. It's already taken me about 4 hours just to get these two pieces on. But they are on. As you can see, the bottom and the bezel, they're both on. I think I'm going to have to finish the other bezel next week. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So I think next week we're going to be putting the bezel on this one, because I already put the bottom piece, so that's all set. So I think next week is going to be putting the bezel onto that, onto the last earring, and then putting the stone in to the bezels, and then of course cleaning. So I might do some stuff off camera just to try and get this stuff done. Like right now I'm just trying to kind of clean off this piece, because I do want to try to make sure that I can actually put the stone in here without any problems. Yeah, so next week I think I'm going to start with trying to put the stone into this bezel. And then as long as that goes through without a hitch, which I think it will, we'll then do up the same measurements for this bezel, solder this bezel on, and then put the stone in and clean both of these up so that they're nice and shiny. And then I guess the test drive of whether or not I can get my ear over that bezel when I put it in. So I used, and what I'm going to use for the other bezel, I used hard solder when I soldered the bezel, just the bezel itself to itself. I used hard solder, and then I used easy solder to solder it to the actual piece. So hopefully, if it doesn't work out, I can easily take it off and then redo another bezel. Hopefully I don't need to do that, but that is a possibility. So I hope that you all enjoyed this episode. It was a rough one. I kept dropping the bezel. It's such a small piece of material that I just kept losing track of it. Very, very frustrating. But I'm definitely liking how this looks. I can't wait to put the stone in next week. And I hope that you all join me for that, so that we all can see how this piece finally finishes. But this is the end of the episode. So if you liked this episode, please hit that like button. And if you really liked it, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, or comment down below and tell me that you did. And I hope to see you all next week, and have a wonderful evening. Are you sick of those big box jewelry stores pumping out cast and poured copies of the same exact piece? and the only purpose seems to be cramming as many diamonds onto them as humanly possible? I am too. That's why at Pendragon's Twisted Metals, I sit down with you and design a unique, handcrafted piece. And best of all, you tell me what you want, and I make it a reality. You can schedule an appointment with me through text, call, or on my website. All info is down in the description. And if you want to browse my pre-made inventory, just click on the website link.